Good morning, paleo keepers, and welcome back to Newa Zoo. Today we're going to be making an enclosure for a herd of parasaurs. I want a decent sized herd as well, and so I'm going to make this enclosure slightly large, but not too large that it's going to take too long. As you can see, we are using the standard fence that I've designed for this park, trying to keep it in with that wooden theme. I'll be making the viewing gallery out of wood, and I'm going to make it simple so it's not too complex. I'm still going to put in some support structures in there so it doesn't look like just a floating platform. And it took me a while. I was messing around with different things, trying to see what I preferred the look of. In the end, we end up going for this pretty nice simple theme. I use support beams as well as barriers to stop parasaurs from getting underneath certain areas, and we just sort of decorate it out a wee bit and then thicken it up so it looks like it actually has some structure to it. As you can see, I was having a slight issue. Didn't matter if I changed it to world or positional. It was a bit messy trying to get that in line for some reason. I mean, this whole build was quite difficult because of the way that the tools were being. I don't know why. I don't know if it's something I did or something the game did, but yeah, it was causing me a wee bit of trouble. But it doesn't matter. We got it in the end, and we managed to sort it out the way I wanted it. And I really do enjoy this wooden look. Obviously, I'm going for that prehistoric park kind of feel when making this well, not just the enclosure, but the zoo in itself. I do need some food and water and toilets adding to this park. I just don't know how I want to make them look. Do I want to give them a slight modern theme with the wood, or do I want to give them a kind of paleo theme? I haven't quite decided yet, but if you have any ideas, let me know in the comments. And as well, I am accepting any of the workshop items. I did say I will put some of items into here, so if you have any suggestions yourself or anything that you would like to see in this, let me know in the comments, and I'll actually add them to this park if I feel like it kind of fits the rest of the park. I do some simple decorations in here, simple terrain. I don't want to go too crazy. I still want to keep with the rest of the theme of the area that I'm in. I was originally going to make it so it was kind of themed for the animal and do different things, but then I thought to myself actually no, I want a park that's fluid throughout, so it's got to look like the area that it's in. So I'm only using that sort of shrubbery and that kind of terrain tools that's already on the map, rather than changing over to different things, because I don't want to ruin the look completely. If I am adding any other plants, I'll probably put them in planters and things like this. As you see right now, I'm just doing the railings for the actual stand itself. I'm sticking with that wooden vibe. I want it simple, kind of bare bones, not too complicated. Not for my own sake, just because I feel like that's what kind of it adds that prehistoric park feel. When you see any pictures or have actually watched it, you'll see it's fairly simple. It's not over complicated, a bit like Jurassic World and Park is, with all the concrete structures and things like this. As complicated as it gets is the bug house that they make, and that kind of makes me hope that they do add prehistoric insects into this game. I'd love to see Arthroplora and things like that, because then I could even make the bug house that was in the show, which would be kind of cool. Now I was trying to figure out myself how I really wanted the roof to be, as you could probably tell there. In the end, we went for this sort of tropical thatch, so it's a bit like the little shelters that we've got in the Spinosaurus enclosure. And then I just added a bit more structure to it, added a little sign here, and I was pretty happy with this way this turned out. It was pretty simple, it was pretty nice. It didn't take too long to make, but I really did like the look of it. In the center we did the information signs as well as the charitable box, so guests can give any donations if they really like the parasaurs. And yeah, that's the enclosure complete for them, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out. We did what I didn't show, I did nick the gate that we've used on the past two enclosures and added it to it. As you can see, the housing area box is the one from the first episode that we used for the Pachyrhinosaurus. We just copied that over and then extended it to make it bigger, because we have a larger herd in here, and it was nice and simple. I added a few rocks to this enclosure as well. There's something I noticed. I haven't done too much rock work in this game as well. I just think back to Jurassic World. I always put loads of rocks in those enclosures, and they got this and Plants to do where I don't. So I kind of like, I feel like I had to step my rock game up a little bit. Anyways, I hope this has given you some inspiration with your builds and that you're enjoying it. Until next time, I'll see you later.